I want to commend you, Mr. Washington, on your the career that you have had. Being a command sergeant major is quite an accomplishment, and it is something that the FAA will probably need at this time, because so many people in Tennessee that I talk with feel like we are in an aviation crisis. The Chinese spy balloon, the NOTAM issues, some of the near misses in the air, including a JetBlue flight from Nashville to Boston earlier this week that escaped a near miss. And they are really concerned about why Secretary Buttigieg would prioritize environmental justice and climate change in his 2023 budget framework. And it seems that safety should be the top priority and not these other issues. And I know we've discussed that, different members have discussed that today, but I want to go back to that changing the name of the NOTAM system from airman to mission, and ask you if you think that was worth all of the personnel time that went into that and all the many documents that had to be altered to make that change. And do you feel that that was an appropriate use of the department's time and resources at a time when we're dealing with these issues that deal with the flying public, with air cargo?
Thank you for the question, Senator. Safety would always be my number one priority, and I have reiterated that. It was my number one.
Sir, that's not my question to you. I said, do you think it was appropriate? There is a time and place for everything, and you have to pick priorities. Should that be the priority? Should DEI be the priority at a time when people are concerned about safety in air travel?
I was not a part of that decision, so I hesitate to.
Well, do you see it as a priority? I'm asking your opinion.
I see
And that's a simple question. Yes or no? Was it appropriate?
It is a priority, but
Okay.
it does not overcome safety.
Okay, so then let me ask you this, and you can just give me answers to these questions in yes or no. I've been concerned with, as we look at some of what has happened during your time at the Denver International Airport. Diversity, equity, inclusion was named as one of the airport's 4 guiding principles. The airport proposed reforms along these lines to incorporate DEI policies into its procurement process. Concerning these changes, you stated, and I'm quoting, "These new practices will enrich our process to identify the best partners to award contracts to, so that across all our efforts and at every level, we are integrating values of equity, diversity, inclusivity, accessibility, and sustainability into our business," end quote. So yes or no, are airports racist? And is the FAA racist?
I don't believe they are.
Well, thank you for that. If confirmed, do you plan to implement similar DEI requirements for the FAA procurement process?
Not my plan right now. I want to take a look.
Okay, but you can't answer me yes or no. See, people are concerned about safety. Do you know, on the average, how long procurement processes take for the FAA?
I do not have that information, no.
Okay, do you believe that extending DEI provisions into this will require additional rules to a process that is already a very long and convoluted process?
I do not, Senator.
Okay. Let me talk to you for just a second about drones, because we're concerned about the Chinese military industrial complex and DJI. Have you used DJI drones at the LA Metropolitan Airport or the Denver Airport?
No.
You have not. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Madam Chairman, and thank you, Mr. Washington.